this episode, we're going to be discussing the credit summary found on a professional tenant credit report provided by Emir USA. This is the front page of the credit file. You'll see highlighted in red the credit summary. As we zoom in, we'll get into all the fine detail. We're going to begin on the top with the credit summary dates. We're showing December 1st, 1985 to June 15th of 2007. This is the entire date range of the file from when the very first account was reported to the last payment status. Obviously, for this video, we're going to be using an older professional tenant credit report, but the data format has not changed over the years. Let's move to the left-hand side and we'll go row by row. Starting with public records, it indicates one, that would be one public record on file. Collections, that'd be two collection accounts on file. And negative trades, there are 8 on file. A negative trade is any account that is currently being reported in a delinquent status. Moving back over to the left, we have historical negative trades. It indicates there were 5. This would be the number of accounts that at some point in the past 7 years had a negative occurrence. Number of trades would be the total number of accounts on file, whether they're closed or opened. Revolving means any account that goes through the revolving cycle of when you pay down the balance, more credit becomes available. The most common example of this would be a credit card. There are 12 revolving accounts on file. Moving back over to the left are historical negative occurrences. This indicates 15. This would be the number of times an applicant has been late. Not the number of accounts they've been late on, but the number of times they've been late in the past 7 years. Next is a reference to installment accounts. There's a total of 25 on file. An installment account is one that does not revolve. The prime example would be a car loan, has a fixed payment schedule and a balance that slowly is paid down until it's zeroed out and the account is closed. Then we have mortgage accounts. Mortgage accounts can often include home equity lines as long as they don't revolve. The total number of mortgages on file are 2. Going back now to the left, we see open trades of 0. This would mean the number of accounts that are currently being reported as open. This indicates 0, so no accounts on file were last reported as being open. They are all closed. And finally in this section we have inquiries. This indicates 9. This is the total number of times this credit file has been pulled by creditors within the past 2 years. This could be for when an applicant applies for tenancy, applies for a car loan, a mortgage, etc. The significance of this is that if there are an excessive amount of inquiries, it can negatively affect the credit score by as much as 5 points per inquiry. Now we're going to divert our attention to the bottom half of the credit summary, starting with revolving. The first column is high. This stands for the highest amount of credit ever used by the applicant on the revolving accounts. This shows us $1,500. This would be versus the $14,300 shown under the limit column, which shows how much credit was available. So despite the fact there was $14,300 available in spending, the applicant only used $1,500. Under the balance column, it'll be the most recent reported balance of all the revolving accounts combined. This shows us $1,269. In the past due column, it shows us that nothing is late at this time. And under payment, it shows us that it's $99 a month combined in payments to satisfy that $1,269 on time. And in the last column, it indicates the percentage available, which is just the relationship of the balance versus the limit. The rest of the rows are self-explanatory. You have installment accounts, closed accounts, and then you have the totals calculated for all of them. if you would like to see more videos about tenant screening or being an American landlord, please subscribe to this channel. We do post videos often. Thank you for watching.